Right. Welcome everybody. Got a 1 hour rebellion game going here. Maybe it'll be an hour. Maybe it'll be more. Back in the day when I had time to edit, an hour rebellion was the thing. Got a special guest for us today. Should be a good game. Let's not mess around and let's play base and get some ships on the queue here, probably, right? All right, I am on my other laptop setup here. So I don't have chat immediately open, but I can tab back and forth. So if you want to say hello, please do so. If you have any messages for my opponent Doobs, please ask him as well. And we will see what happens here. Yep, I bet. All right, let's see how we do it. Do we play around with lasers today? Must feel like we leave a little bit to be desired, of course, on here. That might be a mistake. Probably is a mistake. Let's see. Three main starting fleets here. He did not. He probably does. Spent the day at the beach with my dog, who, as you may remember, is named after FN 2187 from the movies. Mm-mm. Seems like a bad idea. Sticking them over there. We'll put them there. I think I should go for Mahdi. I should. I probably shouldn't. Ugh. What we probably do is hold by fear with Vader Keep a couple of moves available. Cover what we can cover. And just fight it. Seems to be the right play. All sorters if he has one. It's a pass. All right, so in this scenario, we will play this one. And then we're going to blow up here. We'll probably blow up a unit, or maybe he retreats. This is no heal. Okay. All right, good card. Often my judo. So for those of you who saw my game yesterday but didn't see the live stream, it was played Cornell and got cooked as the Imperials. Cornell started in Hoth and his base, like with a massive unit force, and then his base was also in Hoth, so I will not see that here. Let's do Java here. So Java with ambitions of power can let me get one extra leader. Building an administrator with Tarkin seems okay. I have to do a couple of moves here. Have to move to Seleucumai, have to move to Utapau. Probably should run Rule by Fear. I'm not at risk of an objective for propaganda. Maybe I'll run an R&D too. Question is, should I start Tarkin on Corellia too? Maybe. TST. Okay. Some firepower over there. And get a Star Destroyer on the queue, I think, is going to be important to do. A little bit behind on production. Putting Tark in there is nice because it's a little bit of extra help with Rule by Fear for Java. D with tag to clean it up would be nice. And then tag provides some defensive bonus against another sabotage. Against Doobs, if you've watched all the rest of the videos we have on the channel, you can watch the scruffy looking Nerf Herder series where I play Doobs exclusively, I think. We're probably 70-30, maybe 80-20 win percentage. And that's a good move because he knows I want to move there. So I have to make two moves. I have to go to Naboo actually here. And if I move with Vader, then I can deploy and cover Ryloth next turn also. And then that'll force me to go up north too. Let's go ahead and do that. Here too. Correct move is to clear off these rebels here. That's probably right. Two hits. Good. Two back. Seems reasonable. Okay, Doobs running a rapid. This is a common thing that sometimes newer players miss, is it's important to kind of run at least a couple of rapids early for the purpose of checking probes. When you check probes, you can see where, which probes I will never draw as the Empire, and then you can sort of bluff around that a little bit. So you also know what might come up down the road. Toydarian Lord. It's nice. Veers is not an ideal draw right now. Krennic. Edge. Seize control and we'll slow the Death Star planes a little bit. Means I can probably hold off this bunker a little bit too. So thought process here, I can either drop the assault carrier to deal with Ryloth, or I can drop it to deal with Kashyyyk. I'm a little nervous to drop the Death Star onto Kashyyyk, just in general. If I had a laser, like a regular laser, I would probably laser it. I do not. A little surprised he didn't put the carrier, the wiring on Ryloth, but didn't make sense. Fuel missions at the moment. Bring an R&D. Spread out. Okay. Yep. So who's going to run that on Corellia most likely? So who runs that on Corellia? Probably run this instead. So it could be one hit and run. And that in case he is. Through. It's a little bit greedy, but okay. So, Rogue Squadron. Sure. It's too bad. Okay, so there's no more hit and run. So let's just It's not Ryloth. And not beyond support of the mind cal, could be on the contingency plan. So let's just get back to doing what we're doing here. So Riken's on relocate the base maybe, or I mean on what's that called? Rapid. And Dodona's on infiltrate, and Rondo's on contingency plan. It's worst case. Otherwise, Riken's on sabotage. I gotta watch out because he's gonna have seize control come up in his next infiltrate. I'm not sure he's actually running infiltrate this turn. Shadow there. Yeah, it's fine. Shield bunkers. It's too bad. Yep. Okay, gonna be another 3 non-cal game. Always seems to go that way, doesn't it? Let's see if we can keep up pace here. It's actually there. It's got to be contingency. Rapid, he would have run that earlier. No, or build alliance. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. It's fine. So let just delay his Moncal from coming out. Question is, do I try that in Riken's territory, or do I just take the free one and cash it? Take the free one, cash it. Risky, risky. And let's just take the free one. Boy, those missions, man, gross. Okie dokie. Probe, so-so, leader. Not what you want to see here. So I already have Java. I mean, I have some capture cards, but that seems like a horrific idea. And then I already took Krennic, so this is probably the worst card in the game. Maybe I could pull off a bounty, but I just take the Lauren. TST, TA2. And my assault carriers on queue for the most part, just a little light on Star Destroyers, despite playing a lot of effort into getting them. And Gordon Kessel. Actually, just lock up that Death Star here. Something like that. Seems okay. Okay, deploy. Maybe. Don't really know what to do here. That's not a great crew to try to capture. So homing beacon's not great. I haven't moved a lot of places, so intercept transmission is not fantastic. Guess rule by fear is probably good. I can do 1 move, 2 moves, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess I'll just move. The R&D, get some more on the queue. I'm gonna have to deal with another on-cal set, so I'm gonna need a big boy starship at some point. So get behind enemy lines. It's got to be a Star Destroyer, I assume, right? Here's the Britain. So with behind enemy lines, it's important to note you have to have transport capacity. So he's going to bring in these guys and try to score crippling blow, probably. Or try to score seize control. And in order to do that, he'll need to survive. Bringing somebody there doesn't do me a whole lot of good, right? Do bring Lauren. I mean, what are the chances he kills him? It's kind of important. Let's risk it. See what happens. With that card. And I'll do. Just gonna waste a card. I'll draw the objective. Well, that's a Yahtzee roll, isn't it? See if he's got crippling blow. Better than seize control, that's for sure. Okay, so my most vulnerable place to get picked off, I feel like, is in Magneto. So let's go ahead and go that direction. Tatooine is probably the most natural. See, this is why capture is so hard with Nadine, because you can just open with infiltrate, block with Leia, and then you're at 3 defense right off the get-go. All right, so now he's going to have an option to keep Death Star plans, which is why he shuffled those 2, because they're both level 2 objectives. So I don't know which one is Death Star plans and which one is something else. So, have it. Two bunkers, it's unlikely he took that, but you just never know. Does not feel like it's Tatooine. Important to cover though, because he might have something else going on. Might have a raid outpost, which is be a game breaker. And maybe, yeah, I probably should have kept the Emperor back to block that because I knew it was coming, right? Is there ever a reason not to move the Star Destroyer there? I mean, maybe if he's in Endor, right? It's fine. Speaking of which, let's see if he's baiting me into Endor. He is not. Yeah. Try to score that next round, I suppose. Say R&D it. I don't think Longo's on contingency plan. If he was, I feel like he wouldn't have taken Cato. What Mothma's doing right now is Mothma's waiting for Jabba to play Rule by Fear on Corellia so we can break that. He may just end up placing Leia there this turn to sort of delay things, is my guess. And there's probably on what? We could hope it's rapid, but more likely it's contingency plan. Is it though? You have contingency plan. Contingency plan. Yeah, gross. Well, loyalty here, I guess. Stop it anyway. Not messing around with another Death Star this game, that's for sure. So Doobs is debating between scoring Huts, I think, with Toydaria. But makes way more sense to get a Moncal on the board, I think. All right. Ashik investment. Super helpful. Probably took Death Star planes. 4, 6, 10, 12, 13, 12, 11, 10. I didn't grab Krennic last turn. All right. Sorry. Let's grab yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. It's not, probably not Alderaan. It's probably Castle. I don't know how to, if it is, then we need to bring some more ships that direction, right? If we need to do that, should probably put some guys in a spot that we can bring them. Should also check entertainment level. And keep it on here. All right. Do we have Doobs on the ropes, or are we completely in a losing position? Spoiler alert, when you play Doobs, you're always in a losing position. I need to change that mindset, don't I? I really do. All right, so Star Destroyer can cover Dagobah. Sublust can go to Malastare. Get some more stuff on the queue here. It's also a build turn. So has lots of stuff in the base, but lots of things to block with. It's likely to attack Bespin early. Watch out for Lando. We play Mardu this turn. There's almost no chance I get a Star Destroyer, right? Without a dress delay. Is it better to do construct factory? I think so. I think we'll do this. This. Set. Not gonna overthink it. Let's just play some games. Let's just play Star Wars, right? Oh, okay. That's a big thing. I'm definitely not gonna let you just kill my stuff. It's not very nice. It comes out, Admiral Akbar plays his card, maybe I survive. Just gotta do 2 hits and I have to roll not a heal. Seems like something I should bring Piet to. At least make him play his card. Yep. See if how many hits it gets. Okay, 2. Heal that. Can heal that. Got a pretty good chance with 4 dice to roll 1 heal. Okay. Or not. Okay, there's another one. It's all right. Stay and try to pull a card out enough. 2 crits, right? Okay. It's not a thing. Yeah. Doobs going for it. Fine, I'll go for it too. Nope. Nothing, man. Not today, Wombat. Not today. All right. Well, let's do some cleanup and make sure we're see if this will be the key. I'm going to fight for. If I win the rule by fear, he can't. I think it's worth trying. Odds are slightly in my favor here. 30's pretty good. Or do you want to see? Need like Interdictor or Superstar Destroyer to try to balance out this fleet. Later, you can get OB. Probably takes OB. Needs a healthy Intel guy. Intel. The question is, do I do Dagobah or Jin? Maybe Jin. What if I do Dagobah with these guys? Gotta be Toydaria, right? Maybe we should do Toydaria. It's an interesting play. Okay. Accept that. Barriers are on the board. This is the right play. Gonna let everything else sort of build up here. It has gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Gotten 6 pretty good cards so far. Don't have too many. Dagobah and Kessa. Oh, I could have waited for those, huh? Anybody got a best guess on the base? It really feels like Nalhutta here, doesn't it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's not Nalhutta. A lot of strikers out on the board too. More assault carriers to deploy. One of them on the queue. In here, and one on the queue. And then with another assault carrier I can put on the board on 3. I don't think it makes sense to put the Dagobah one from there, because I can go back and cover Celeste again. Everything else is okay. Really feels like the base, doesn't it? Isn't it? Maybe it does. This doesn't feel great, but we're doing it. And it's probably going to be here. Predict he. No, it's not. Hmm. Is there any world we pull off a home weekend? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep a lot of moving going, I think is right. It's not a lot. Okay, that answers that question. Do I bring Piet? Do I prevent them from retreating? Are they going to retreat? They might. cancel. So we both play more card next turn. Should have rolled hits, I guess. Never know. 1, 2, 3, 2. Nope. I could retreat. I retreat, then doesn't have much of a follow-up. I also don't have much of a follow-up. If I stay, there's no chance I kill the thing. Guess it could have been Alistair. That would have been a big bluff if so. Huh? Yep. Rage quit. All right. Did we lose them? They lost. So we'll have 3 Monkels. At least one of them will be separated. Probably. We'll probably wrap the one back, I would think. We'll just deploy it. Who knows? Who knows? question is, will we do any insane pushing with star? His play here is my play here is either. I think I probably still need to try to roll by fear and Mothly. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it. Probably sabotages the bunker. Another one attacks. Okay. Just clear that off. It's fine. Two. That's good. Good move. Good move. It's all three non-shells together if he wants. That means saws on Wookiees, right? Or sabotage. It's good. We're getting that. And by fear. I guess brainless. He's gonna take the long cow, right? He's got somewhere he wants to rapid to. He only knows the bottom 8. I draw 2. Means the next 4 are unknown. So if he puts 2 people on something, it means he could be trying to rapid somewhere. Doesn't matter, the purple cell is good. Yeah, then tattooing, okay. 6, 8, 10, 12. Kind of spread out and watch for Lando. Try planetary somewhere. Grabbing for planetary. Like another loyalty mission would be helpful here. But yes. So he will have 1 from Rebel Cell, 1 from a combat objective. So this is, I need to try to stop combat objectives here if possible. There's nothing else that is of importance besides making sure I have 2 fleets. Try to retrieve the plans, maybe. Is that, if I try that? love a way to try to trap that Moncal from getting out, but just don't have one. So don't think there's any way I can secure the plans like I'd be capturing with 2 reds. So right now my idea is to move 1 set to Bothwy and 1 set to Toydaria, and then just sit still. After those 2 moves, I don't have much else to do. Just gonna rapid to move somewhere, and it's probably gonna be too late for me at that point. Try to pace him to do a gather intel for when he. So the idea is with under the radar, he can put a probe on top of his deck and he knows where that is, right? So he could try to clear off a spot and then. Well, I don't know what he's clearing off a spot with. He's already played both of his behind enemy lines, right? Yeah. I mean, there's no super open spot except for Dantooine. So I guess I covered Dantooine with 1. 2 more moves, right? R&D, rule by fear, and then the remove sabotage 1. And I have 3 left. Or draw them out probably and gather intel. I think that's right. So Doobs, this is a good lesson for Rebel players looking to get better. So there's several things that have happened here. One, because he's done 2 rapids, he knows that for sure when he runs with Lando and Leia, that there's going to be access to 1 to 4 probes that he saw in the very first round. So that could be Dantooine, would be a tough one for me to deal with. It's going to blow up some guys there. That's a good move. Yeah. Because he knows I've got a big attack coming through next. Okay. So the other piece is he's going to get 1 from Rebel Cell, and then probably 1 more level 3 objective this turn, unless I can block it. At which point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't afford to do much about it though. Okay, so we'll just do what we can here. Gotta watch out for Return of the Jedi. Roundabout is really unlikely to happen, but you never know. And then do I have 1 extra? Right. He could be on. I can't play capture because if Saw is not on prepare for battle, which is a good tempo card, then capture is going to be wasted, and I need to try to have the final gather intel, I think. So, okay, set. This is fine. Yep. So he's going to try to score. He's going to try to score seize control here, which he's probably going to. And this is also why it's important to then also why it's important to just keep missions handy for he's got. Yep. Okay. So there's one. So we just gotta keep doing what we were doing. So let's go ahead and okay. So hits. Good. To protect things from dying. Okay. Strap 3 p.m., which is too bad. Okay, so we got that. And then we're gonna have this next. That's too bad. Okay. Misdirect Dodama. Okay. Just didn't score that down. GG. Yep. Oh, wait. Wait a sec. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep. 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 Makes sense. Yeah, he was already there. I thought you were too right. Cease control. Was over at that point. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. I had thought he sense. Yeah. No. No. Was just going to try to tempo this one. Good game, good game. So really, I guess, not sure I could have stopped. Maybe I need to play factory last turn, anticipating the seize control. Still, you probably can win the fight somewhere with Dodonna. So the idea, what we're talking about, is even if I factoried this last turn, then he could play something somewhere, right? He could play this pretty much anywhere I had a fighter and then do that same sort of thing. Planetary, I didn't have enough juice with planetary. Had enough juice. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the game. Another one that came pretty close to the end, but not enough to finish them off. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around.